Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala Shiva, Arunachala.
Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be the witness to everything, all the time. Start your practice in your waking state, and it will percolate in dream and in deep sleep as well. In our natural state, we are always an observer, uninvolved. Step back from your mind and you are free forever. Stay in your mind, and then there is no end to sufferings, to birth and death, and you always stay in the illusion. Step back from the mind, and you are free right now. Nothing else needs to be done. Mind keeps us in time and space. Everything in time and space is keep changing all the time. If you stay in time and space dimension, then you are this body-mind complex, changing all the time. Birth to death, death to birth. Body is changing all the time. Mind is changing all the time. Likings, disliking, plans, desires, attachments, aversions. It's never still. If you live in the mind domain, you are always on a roller coaster ride. Get out of it. This is the easiest thing what you can do to help yourself. Just be a pure observer and you will be free in no time. Contemplate on your own life. Your own desires. When you are chasing a dream, an intense desire, whether you achieve it or not achieve it is not an issue. But during the process of chasing a desire, you are anxious, restless. You can have sleepless nights. Any obstacle in achieving that desire makes you angry, frustrated. When you don't achieve your goal, you are unhappy, sad, and when you achieve your goal, there is momentary happiness followed by chasing another dream. This is not your story, this is a story of everyone who lives in the cage called as mind. Step out of your mind. Be the witness. Surrender all your desires. To the Absolute, to the Supreme. Some call it God. Let God decide everything for you. And you sit back and relax forever. Sit back as pure awareness. Sit back as a witness to things unfolding. Sit back in your own bliss and peace without any type of movement. This simple method will make you attain absolute happiness all the time. The only way to transcend mind is not to use it. Let the drama of life unfold in its own way. Path of no resistance. And this path of no resistance, you are in harmony with what the Absolute has planned for this body-mind complex. You give up completely. You surrender your mind, your thoughts, your ego, your intellect to the Absolute. without any doubt, with complete faith, and see the miracle. You will be transformed from transient to eternal, from matter to energy. One step back and you are free. Move from your mind to your heart. Surrender your mind to the heart. It is like a busy person at work, coming back home and finding solace and peace at home. Your heart is your eternal home. Establish yourself there, and you are free forever. Remember, all desires entangles you in this dream world, waking dream world. Created by your own mind. What value will you give to anything in the dream? It's a vanishing act. Things appearing and disappearing. What value will you give rise to any of the knowledge you have gathered in this dream? Can you take all that knowledge with you? Can you stop anything from disappearing? Your friends, family, your knowledge, your possessions, even the body you are carrying, even the dreams in your mind. Can you trust your mind? Do you remember what was your dream 30 years back, your desire? What happened to that? And since then you had innumerable number of desires, no end to them. Whether these desires give rise to joy or suffering, you don't bother. You keep chasing the dragon's tail. No use. Take one step back. Abide in your pure self. Self without any attributes. Self not borrowing anything of this world. which is pure awareness. All pervading awareness. Give away all the vagaries of the mind. Give away slavery to the mind. Give away dependence to your mind. Always abide in this emptiness, nothingness. Nothing ever happens here. When the mind is not active, you have switched off the projector showing you the world. And the life is a blank screen full of bliss, joy, peace. Though these apparent movements, images on this screen may still appear, but your attention is on the screen all the time. You are that screen, and no one can fool you because you have seen the screen without the word, without the images. Now, if the images comes again, they cannot fool you. You have seen yourself without the illusion, without Maya. You have given up your mind in the sacrificial fire of surrender. Now you are empty, empty hand. You have given away all the attributes. Now you have nothing. Someone who has nothing will have nothing to lose. From nothing you cannot take anything. Your hands are clean. Your heart is open. You are empty. You are not after anything from this world. And the one who does not want anything can only be called as king. The one who does not desire anything can only be the absolute, can only be the supreme. and you are that. You give up your petty desires and you become the king. You keep your petty desires and you're always a beggar. And what are you begging? Nothing can stay with you. Nothing can give you eternal happiness. It is only the creation of the mind fooling you all your life. All the teachings, the scriptures, teachers, everything is fake when you leave your mind. All the doubts, inquiries, all this is fake. And you realize only when you leave your mind. Before that, they carry a lot of importance. Nothing in your world is as important as you. You, the pure self, have firm belief in your own self and no trust on mind. You are the witness. Pay 100% attention to the pure witness in you. Witnessing whatever is happening around you or inside you in form of thoughts, emotions. Even paying attention to the person, the individual who owns this body-mind. Pay attention to this ego. Not judging, not being critical, just staying still, paying attention to everything around and within. Power of this attention is profound. By this power of observance, all the impurities in you slowly burn away. Everything dissolves. Your ego, your mind, your intellect, attachment to the body-mind, and then body-mind's connections to other things, and the senses. Just by mere attention, unfolding happens on its own. It's like a closed flower, and by attention each petal drops away, and at the end nothing is left. No boundaries, no body, no limitations. This is freedom. This is eternal freedom. People talk about grace. Whose grace? There is no one other than you. Who can set you free? And who is bound? Only you can set yourself free. Abide in your pure silence of emptiness. Always, whether you are working or not, talking or not, pay attention to the pure witness in you. Always uninvolved. This witness cannot judge anyone, cannot like or dislike. It has no mind to think, no intellect to judge. It has no ownership of this body. It is us. We are impersonal presence. Just pure presence. Our body is a hired taxi. to communicate in this world. We are always free. We can be free living in this body. We are never this body. To know the truth, you don't have to use your mind. Truth is beyond mind. Truth is when the mind vanishes. When you drop the mind, you know the truth. So don't try to think about it. Just accept it from your heart, and you are free. No efforts. All our life, using the mind, having desires, what are we trying to achieve? Happiness. Your other name is happiness only, bliss. You without mind is always bliss. Don't look for the transient happiness outside by using your mind. Be the observer. And realize your own happiness. Happiness is our real nature. Because of the illusion covering of the body-mind, we are missing it, and so we are looking for it. But everyone is looking outside, and we think happiness is outside, and we are trying to chase it as if we are trying to chase water in a mirage. Our search for happiness, desire for happiness is not wrong, but our direction is wrong. We are looking outside, we are looking through our senses, indulgence. We are using the wrong means of hate, greed, jealousy, anger, intense desires, attachments, sensory pleasures. No one has ever achieved using these techniques because we are looking in a wrong place. How can you find there? It is exactly like an old lady. She lost a needle and was searching with a torch outside her house. And few people came there and tried to help her. And they couldn't find the needle. And then they asked her, "Where is the needle? Where have you dropped it?" She said, "Inside the house." And they made a big joke of this lady. "Why then you are searching it outside?" She said, "Because inside it's dark." Look within. Look with the light of wisdom, light of grace of your own self. You can find happiness only within. Even the experiences of bliss, as they usually come to a spiritual seeker on this path, are also transient. Don't attach to any of them, although they are signposts that you're almost there. Stay still. Always be the one beyond mind, beyond thoughts. Don't put your head into this garbage of thoughts. Always stay as a witness all the time. This is disentanglement from the word. Don't try to look for bargains in this world. The best bargain is not to go for shopping in this world, and you will lose nothing. Always abide in your pure self. In your own pure silence. One single petty desire can poison the whole ocean of bliss. Don't touch anything. Stay in your absolute purity. Remember, there is no work for you, no next moment for you. You are not a doer. You are always in this moment. Next moment is a creation of the mind. You are not the mind. Past, present, and future are creations of the mind. In reality, there is only this moment, now. It's always now. It's always fresh. Don't buy to any stories. Don't get again trapped into the mind. It sucks away your energy. Your energy. You are the source. You have given so much liberty to the mind. With your own energy, it has become so big and made you its slave. Know your power. Just be a witness. Give away your addiction to the mind. We all are mind addicted. What a pity. The techniques what people have developed to be free from the mind are known as mindfulness. How can you be free if you are full of mind? We don't have to be paranoid, looking into thoughts, observing the thoughts. Are you a creep? Why you are observing the thoughts and watching the thoughts? Just be you. Empty all the time. Witness to things unfolding. Enjoying the music of the word, but not getting involved. Not listening to any thoughts. Ignoring all thoughts. Actually, mind has no interest in you. Only you have interest in mind. If you drop your interest, you are already free. It is like a friend whom you visit every day, call him on the phone every day, and he responds to all your calls, he greets you well, and you think we are very good friends. One day, you didn't call him, you didn't visit him, and same thing you did next day, and then next day. And then you realized it was a one-sided friendship. This is exactly as with the mind. Mind has no power to trap you. You are the Absolute. You are the Source. Give away your addiction to stay in the domain of mind. Give away your old habit, and you are free forever. Be effortless. Go with the wind. Wind of the bliss. Wind of the God. We all are good swimmers, swimming on the surface of this ocean of world. When the waves are in the same direction, we achieve goals and desires. And when they are opposite to us, we feel resistance and frustrated. And we keep staying on the top of the ocean. Moving up and down with the waves, struggling around to get some peace. If we give away all the struggle, we can drown in this ocean of bliss. All our struggles are unnecessary, useless. If you understand this, to be free is a matter of fraction of a second. If you are listening from your heart, you are already free. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.